How's it going, everybody? Hung out here last night, having a little fire. It was still warm where I'd capped it last night, but I'll make sure it's out. You can see it's still raining. It's been raining. Well, it's been like a real heavy, super heavy mist. Look at all the acorns that was in that old log, all rotted. That's from squirrels years ago. I heard that they'll pack acorns and they only find 20% of what they store, and so the other 80%, that most of what they're eating is actually stored by another squirrel. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that. Anyway, phew. Yeah, had one big beer, and yeah, that's after 2 nights, so that's not too bad. That's enough for another night or two, especially if I can get another beer or two to go with it. That worked out good. I feel good. As you can see in the distance out there, and by the color of the sky, this is finally starting to clear out. So I'm going to start disassembling this fire. Turn these up like so. Even them hot coals, they'll go out. And just stir the coal pile. Let it get oxygen, see? It's heat, fuel, and oxygen. So it's got the heat, phew. And you give it that oxygen, that'll put that out. Well, not as fast as water, but if you don't have enough water, all you're doing is making charcoal, and then it'll dry while you're gone, while this dries. This ain't, there's just not enough dead vegetation, even if it was super dry. This is a fairly safe spot with all the green grasses. But that's where a lot of campfires start fires, with people's good intention of not having enough water, or they pee on it or whatever. And when you do that, all you're dampening down this stuff in the middle and up under them rocks and stuff, it's still hot. And then after you pack up and leave, those black coals that were steaming, you thought you had it out because you dumped the last water you had on it. Those coals will, just like charcoal and on a grill, they'll go from one side right up in. Then it dries out. The day is drying out. As that gets hot, then and that's assuming you're surrounded by dry leaves and stuff. Then the wind starts changing, blowing. It blows some leaves on that hot coal bed. It blows again, ignites them, blows them into the forest, and there's your fire. Where if you just stirred it around, it'll keep sinking. It'll keep depressing, and it actually don't take that long. If you're, every 5 minutes, I'll come over here as I'm packing up, and I'll stir them things around a little bit, stir them around. And that'll keep sinking and sinking and sinking until they disappear. And I'll remove these rocks. See, like that. That way it can't hide. But I'm gonna wait on that one. Let this big piece. See, these will go out. And then once they're out, just like this. I had this on there like so last night, all night. Like so, and that capped it from the rain. Now I've got it turned upside down so that the heat dissipates and goes up. That's completely out already. So that one's safe to let it leave there and rot. Anyway, I'm gonna get packed up. Hope you guys are having a good day. Look at that sunshine. That's nice to see. Oh, would you just look at it? Look how pretty that is. Oh, there's that other pit. It's more exposed up here. See, more exposed to the road and everything. Yeah, I can see the valley and everything now. Look at that. There's big oak trees dead. I think there's some kind of disease they've got, some of the oak trees. I'm not sure what it is. There's a lot of different stuff going on in here. It's sad. It's killing a lot of trees. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna get packed up and get rolling. It's Yukon over and out. Good morning, everybody. Right there's where I would have a great view of the valley. How if these clouds would lift just a little bit, you can see the sun's trying to burn through them, and I'm confident that it will. I'm fixed to get rolling. Turn my little flashy light on and get moving. I'll make some video when I can see something. Everybody have a good one. It's Yukon over and out. Wow, everybody. That's all I can say is wow. Look at that. Those beams of sunlight. Here comes a car. That's it, just one. Wow, look at that. You can see the blue sky up there. It's still cloudy in the trees. Oh, that sun will burn this off in no time. Wow, yeah, this will be going just a few minutes. Should be. Look at that. Spectacular. Wow, well, I hope everybody's having a good day. This is awesome. And it's Yukon over and out. That is amazing, folks. That's like, that video's like a minute back. Look how clear it got, just like that. That shows you how fast the weather up here can change. It amazes me. I've seen it change fast, but damn. I mean, it just went from being socked in. I've still got, that's from the cloud mist. Wow. There's just a little hint of it here and there up in the trees. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. This is badass. It just really is. As Yukon over and out. All right, everybody, we're fixing to get our first view of the valley in a couple of days here. So let's see what it looks like. Huh. Not bad. It is warming up fast. It's Florida, North Carolina. Dead pine tree. Huh. Yeah. Huh. It's changed a lot. Yeah, trees seen better days. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good one. It's Yukon over and out. Like that, everybody, check it out. It goes from sunny, almost hot back there out in the sun. It wasn't almost hot, it was hot. But look at this. I can feel the temperature plummeting. Wow. Look at that. Just amazing how fast it changes. You go around the bend, I feel moisture sprinklets coming out of the trees. Junction with 211. Okay, that right there is always a sign, a big major road or whatever you want to call it. You can about bet your ass you're in a gap. So I'm fixing to start climbing. One thing I did notice, that downhill was much gentler. That would not be a bad climb, you know, from here up to where I was last night. It's a long climb, but yeah, well, hell, Lorraine and stuff's down in here, so I'm moving a little faster than I thought. I'm a little further than I thought, so to speak, because that's a potential resupply point right there. They got Walmart and stuff, you know, modern town, blah blah blah, big town, Luray Caverns, big cave. I've never been in it. That might be a good one for next year's cross country tour. I've camped there. I've stealth camped, like I'm 90% sure I was on their property. It's like back, what would be back behind the cave, you know, where it's underground, woods above it or whatever. Don't know for sure they owned it, but I have a feeling it's part of that system, or it would have been developed by now. Anyway, well, as you can see, I'm back in the Thornton Gap panorama. Mary's Rock Comfort Station. Oh hell, there's water in here and stuff. Well shit, I did not realize this was here. Well, I say there's water, there may not be. There's porta potties out here. So maybe not. Yeah, right here. Oh, the bathrooms are closed, that's why. Shit. Shit, there's no water. Well, everything's closed due to water line break. Well, there you go. Dang it. Yeah, I'll definitely be drinking out of a spring. If I can find one, that's going to start becoming priority. That's it. Once that sun's out, that's not going to last long, but I am very well hydrated. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good one, and I'm going to move on. Maybe Skyland there is 10 miles. That'd be my next guaranteed food or water. So I will continue to search for water for sure. And when I find a source that I deem acceptable, I shall fill my bottles and drink some and probably eat some more food. Whew. Big climb. I think big climb ahead of me. I'm gonna assume it is. So I'm just gonna climb it. Everybody have a good one. Yukon on out. How's it going, everybody? This is the only tunnel on Skyline Drive. It's called Mary's Rock Tunnel. I don't know what in the hell that is. Looks like a bear box. What the hell? I don't know. But anyway, I've got my flashers flashing, my lights on. Ain't doing much good, is it? Something else, ain't it? Ha ha! Hell yeah! That's badass. Badass. Biscuits and gravy. French fried taters. Still climbing a little bit too. Leveling out a little bit. There was a hiking pole, part of one. Uh-huh. Hell yeah. Oh, I see water, I think. Nope. Dang it. Sometimes the entrance would be a good place for water. There's one of these pictures along Skyline Drive here somewhere. Maybe 2 or 3 spots. But there's old cars, like from the 30s, parked in this parking area right here. Dang it. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. It's Yukon over and out in the clouds. Oh, how's it going, everybody? I'm at the Pinnacles Overlook. Can't really see anything. Here's a little sign to read about the wilderness. Not much of it's considered wilderness. Roughly 80,000 acres of the park is deemed wilderness. A while ago, it was just like 5 minutes back, it was sunny. It was cloudy when I left that gap. It got sunny, now it's cloudy again. I'm expecting sun anytime, but it's like that well afternoon now. I think it's, yep, 10 after 1. So hell, I don't know. It may not come out today and, you know, to stay. I don't know. Hell, who knows? It's the mountains. I'm pretty sure I'm up this climb though. Thank goodness. It was horribly steep at a couple of spots there. I'm surprised I made it, but I did. At least I think I have. I think I've got a good downhill coming up now. And the next climb is longer, but a little bit gentler. I tell you, when they're that steep, just 1 or 2 degrees makes a huge difference. Anyway, yabbity yabbity. This is Yukon over and out.
All right, everybody. I finally got over the crest, and I'm going over to the facing the west side, and lookout's clearing up. I see what's going on. The air's coming over and it's back drafting up the mountain, and it's condensing into clouds. So my theory is I go around this curve, start facing west, I should start seeing some clear air. Of course, my theory could be full of shit too. But it definitely goes to a western face here in a minute, and we shall see. Mile 36. So I've got a little over 70 miles to the end of the park, about 72, something like that, 3. So I'm just a quarter of the way in, well, a little more than that. But I'm finally up on the ridge line. I think the high point of the parkway's after this next climb. I think that's right, Stony Man Mountain area. Still got a bit of a wobble. Wait, I'll make more video. I'll see something. Could be wrong about that western facing slope there. Oh shit. Let me see if I see anything. 33.20. I was a little over 34 there. Nothing. Some rocks. No camping. Picnic area. 150 yards. Wow, big parking lot here. Hey, I'm gonna get away and get to climbing. Go on. Anyway, yabbity yabbity. Make more video later. Folks, you talking about a sight for sore eyes. I'm at the Skyland area here. They got a motel and cabins and stuff. They got a restaurant. It's closed. It opens back at 5. I don't think I'll stay for that long, but I'm on charge for a while. What a fucking climb. It's been climb pretty much since Front Row. I mean, I've had my downhills, but they go by so fast. You're spending most of your time just climb. At least now, yeah, somewhat I've got some advantage of more down than up or whatever. At least between here and the end of the park. I don't know, folks. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know. That's the problem with these gravel bikes and this one chain ring in the front. Once you get that big one in the back, that's it. That's it. If I had one a little bit smaller in the front, it wouldn't be a problem. It's just climbing's really tough, especially a certain percentage. About it gets up there 6, 7, 8%. I can't maintain there anything above 6, 7%. You know, long term, and especially when it goes, you know, it's about 6, 7 degrees, and then it turns to 8, 9, 10. In them curves, it's been doing that. Then it'll calm down. Hopefully this will be some gentle down, but it's like a damn, it's not, it's like a sawtooth between here and the next wayside. I'll check it here in a minute and see how far it all is, but I'm gonna stop here. Hope everybody's having a good one. It's Yukon over now. Look at there, everybody. There's north, south, east, and west. I'm at the wayside here, Skyland. And I know where I'm gonna stay. It's about 5 o'clock. I'm wore out. I've not done that many miles. I don't know it. I don't care, to be honest. But I'm gonna do about 7 more. And I coming to the place I stayed in 2018, and it is literally one of the best sunsets I've ever seen, ever, especially from the mountains. And so I'm gonna go there, and then that way in the morning I can get up and climb up to the wayside, get some breakfast, charge, and then head on, decide what I'm gonna do. These climbs are kicking my ass. I'm going a lot slower than I thought, resting a lot more than I thought, but I am getting lighter, so we'll see. Just see how it goes. I think this is just the parking lot, ain't it? Yeah. Go back up here and then turn right. Right here. Sorry about that angle. It's just all this up. It'll really wear you down. So I think if I can get a good night's rest, you know, I didn't sleep good last night. Not as good as I thought, I guess. Chilly, windy, foggy. And there's no guarantee that'll move out. But this is a few 100 feet lower where I'm going. So I've got down, up, down. Yeah, down, up, down, camp. And the ups are approximately a mile apiece. Look at this shit. Well, I could have went out that way, damn it. All right. Anyway, I'll do a time lapse on that tonight. Get the opportunity. You know, it's not cloudy, because it is a beauty. It faces the west. Wow, look at this. Whoa, here, whoa. Gotta watch these guys, see they ain't looking. God almighty. Look how steep this is. Shit. God darn. Gee, boy, I'm glad I didn't climb up this way. Right here. This talks about the history. Near the spot, July 18th, groundbreaking ceremony for Skyline Drive. 8-year construction, 105 mile long. I'm pretty sure it's 108.1 or 109 now. Anyway, there it is. Hope you guys are having a good day. Right there's a Skyline Drive. So they'll go down, up, down, up. Is that right? Yeah, down, down, and I'm there. So hope everybody's having a good one. This shoe calling over and out. Pick and get higher. There's the AT again, everybody. Look at this. This is not bad. This is very similar to where I'm going, except it's actually orientated just a little bit better to see the sunset. And right in here, right out here beside the parking area, I remember there's woods and they're flat and they're real good, nice and stealthy. Might even have a fire tonight. I mean, the worst they do is ranger jump on me and tell me you gotta put it out. It's like that woman back there I bought a beer, Yingling, great big Yingling at the wayside there. She's like, you can drink this wherever you want. And I'm like, hell yeah. And so I guess, I don't know, maybe they had some problems there, those first 2 or 3 overlooks coming out of Front Royal, because it was like no alcohol here. That's it. There's 2 or 3 in a row there, and that's the only ones I've seen. Other than that, I reckon you can drink pretty much anywhere. I mean, you can't drink and drive, obviously, but
You stop here and have a picnic, drink you some cold beer, take you a shot of Jim. Weed's still illegal on the federal level, so don't let them see ya. Oh gosh, some color, more and more color. Here we go. Here's that climb one, and then I'll go up, then down, then climb two. They're very similar too. This climb and the next are very, very similar looking. And then after I go down again and climb again, then I'll go down to the campsite. Anyway, yabbity yabbity. Here's Yukon over now. This is more like it, everybody. I'm over that first climb, so I'm on my way down. That's pretty cool. Maybe going back into the clouds. Take a picture or two. I'm gonna go down here and take a break. Yeah, they relocated a bunch of them. Did that in the Smokies too, just about the same time period. All right, everybody, have a good one. Yukon over and out. Awesomeness of it, everyone. The awesomeness of it. Oh yeah, that's cool. They use the natural rock as a guardrail. They done a great job on this thing for real though. It took them a long time to build it. The Blue Ridge Parkway even longer, a lot longer. 50 years. A modest lifetime. Going back into the clouds. Shit. Yeah, going back into the shadows. Now I see cloudness. Anyway, I make more video. I get on down here. Check it out, everybody. This is not where I'm going, but this is pretty close. I'm going about a mile on down. Not be able to see where I'm going here. It has a very, very similar view to this. Damn, see, that's tempting just to go right up there. Huh. Damn. Boy, that's nice up there. On my left, it's up on a bank. Same thing as last night. Huh. Damn, I'm tempted, folks. That other one's got as good, if not a better view. Dang, I don't know if I can beat that as far as stealthiness on the fire. I'm not worried about it, to be honest. I'll probably get a little tiny pit ready and just wait until dark, and then after everybody leaves, they crank that bitch up. I ain't gonna stay up late tonight. About 10 o'clock, I'm going to bed. Maybe even sooner than that. 9 o'clock. Drink me some Jim, drink that yingling, ling, 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 and then save a little Jim for tomorrow night, because I'll probably still be up here. Hell, I know I will be. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon I can pick up another 24 ounce, save enough Jim. That'll be good. That'll work out nicely. I'll take it. Either or. This is Yukon. Over and out. Well, this is it, everybody. It's right over in there's where I camped. I do remember that well. But the only thing I don't like is it's less windy here. That's a plus. But I'll show you what I don't like. The sun's gonna sit behind this here mountain. Where I was at, 0.9 miles back and 150 feet, so it's less than a mile back. I'm tempted to go back, to be honest, because I'd feel very comfortable building a fire up there. Very comfortable. Which this is nice too. Y'all really don't need a fire. See how the sun, it's actually gonna come down. You know, actually it may be all right here. It's gonna skirt that mountain when it comes down. And if you look close, you see that V shape in there on that coming off the mountain. It's got that little dump. That's our Skyline Drive, no doubt. Everybody's leaving. That'll be a good time to get in there. Not the best place for fire, but Damn good sunset's gonna be here tonight. Hell, look at them rocks on out there. Let's go out there, everybody. Fuck that. Hell, fuck this. Yeah, hell yeah, let's go out there. That's much more fire. The cars can't see it either out there, because they'd have to come in here, and they're still looking away from it for the most part. Oh hell yeah, here's a trail going out too. I'm pretty much sold, everybody. Let's get in here while we can. Take my time. Yeah, oh look how pretty this is. All the flowers. Damn. Anyway, I'll make some more video and get on back here. Yeah, and technically, I guess you're not supposed to. This ain't technically a trail either. So, yee-haw-ha. Check it out, everybody. I'm just gonna tuck away like right back in here. Look at this. Whoa, would you just look at that? And the parking lot's back there, far enough to where they can't hear me. Who cares if I build a fire, really? I might just build one right in here. God, I could about camp on the ground right here. I'd be exposed. Look how flat and level. Oh God, wow. You better be careful here, especially in these damn shoes. Look at that. That's beyond vertical. Look at that. It actually juts out like so. Not quite that angle, but still, it's beyond, it's more than 90. There's some old carvings. Hey, let's see here. Oh, look here, everybody. Oh, would you just look at that? Wow. Damn, that's briars. Honey locust. Right down in here. Hell yeah. Let me grab the bike. Hell yeah, everybody. Right through here would be easier to get it through right here. Oh wow, this is going to be one of the better stealth sites of the trip, I think. It was in 2018 down there, but it was probably, gosh, I'd say, oh well, let's see, it's almost summer, probably around June the 10th 15th, right in there. 10th would be, because I was in New York on the first day of summer. So somewhere in that time frame there, June the 5th, 10th. And I stayed over there, but the sun would have set more to the right. You know, another couple hand lengths there. Anyway, yabbity yabbity, everybody. I'll make more video here in a little bit. It's Yukon over and out. I'm excited now.